Do you want to see quickly what 170 yuan, or about 25 bucks American, got me here in Xiangyang? Let's get out of here. Been watching Chinese TV for 2 hours, and yeah, I think I'm revived enough and ready to get going. Do you want to see quickly what 170 yuan, or about 25 bucks American, got me here in Xiangyang? Double bed. I don't think I was supposed to get a double bed, but she said the rooms that I had booked with the window were all gone. So she kind of gave me a free upgrade as long as I'm just staying the one night and I kind of get out relatively early tomorrow. Room with a view. Apartment buildings, the little car park, and the roof of the hotel we are staying at. Couch, which I believe rolls out if we are expecting company, which we're not. Couple of free bottles of water, as I said, TV with all the local stations from around China. There's Hubei TV, there's Inner Mongolia TV, there's, yeah, all the regional TV stations, plus all the kind of national is it called CCTV? CCTV stations. There's one English station, but it's pretty much all global politics. Bit of art, some coat hangers, and a bathroom, Western toilet, shower, towels, cups, toothbrush, soap, and that's pretty much it. 25 bucks for the night. It's actually more than I wanted to pay. I initially tried to get one for 107 RMB instead of the 170 that I paid for this one, but I don't think they took foreigners, because as soon as I sent my booking through, it came back as rejected, whereas this one got approved. So yeah, why don't we get off this couch instead of going to work at our little table? Why don't we get out and about and see what it's like now that it's 6:15 at night, so probably not quite as hot. Go for a wander. Almost forgot the comically small little slippers. Yeah, I gotta admit, when I saw this hallway floor, I was a little apprehensive, but the room itself is pretty clean. No little cards have been shoved under my door yet either. I've stayed in hotels in China in the past. Sometimes while you're away, you'll get little call girl cards under your door, but not this time. Jeez, look at this floor. Nasty. Now this part of Xiangyang where the hotel is seems to be more downtowny than the old city, which was across the river. We've had to cross the river to get to the hotel. So I guess we'll have a wander. And I saw Pizza Hut over there. Pizza Hut is really different over here compared to New Zealand anyway, but yeah, we'll have an explore. Also notice I'm getting a bit sunburned here. I swear I'm putting on sunblock, but I think I'm just sweating the stuff out. But anyway, hat tomorrow, I think. Definitely hat. Fire trucks still give me the shits after the other day, but anyway. Notice a lot more kids out. A lot of kids are out late in China because most of them take a nap lunchtime. They take a nap, so they don't go to bed until really late. You'll see kids out playing on little merry-go-rounds and stuff until like, I don't know, 9 o'clock? 8, 9 o'clock. My kids are in bed by then. Definitely seems to be a pattern here between Wuhan, the big city, Xiangyang, the medium city, and Daya, the small city, in that Wuhan has the most cars, probably the most money. Xiangyang is kind of in the middle. I would say there's a lot more mopeds than cars, but still a fair bit of car traffic. But in Daya, the small town, they had these like little moped taxis. I've not seen one of them here, and I've not seen them in Wuhan at all, whereas they used to be all over the place, even in Wuhan. So yeah, car culture seems to be a thing. The more money you got, I guess you want to spend it on something. But yeah, there's scooters everywhere. And Wuhan had a lot more bikes. Like the rental bikes are everywhere, where there's no rental bikes here, but there are rental mopeds. Whereas Daya didn't have rental anything. Also, one thing I will say about China is, at least in the cities, I can't speak for the countryside, like we came through the countryside on the train and you could see like kind of little shacks and shanty houses and just farmhouses and whatnot. Very different from the life here or in other cities like Wuhan, Shanghai, Beijing. But yeah, especially in the cities, if you're gonna call it pretty, it's probably a lot prettier at night. During the day, it can be a touch on the smoggy side if you're being real. Like they might call it mist on the weather reports or like haze, but I'm pretty sure that's smog. But at night you can't see the smog, and there's lights everywhere. It's a really bright place to be at night. So if you want to do like photography or something, often the best shots of China, at least the cities, are the nighttime ones. She's like, look kid, foreigner. Foreigner. It's another thing I've seen less of in Wuhan now is the people who've just got their kind of blanket with all the vegetables and stuff on the ground, just randomly selling whatever they've made at the farm, whatever they've produced at the farm. So yeah, it seems to be pretty common here. Used to be in Wuhan, but as I said, on this trip I haven't seen it, but maybe I'm not out late enough or early enough. Now I would say a lot of the kids who go to school here, when they get to high school, they'll be aiming to get to a university at least in Wuhan, and preferably somewhere like Shanghai, Beijing, one of the big cities, Hangzhou. Don't want to get out of what is considered kind of a small town, even if it's 2 million people. But that being said, a lot of the people here will be from neighboring cities as well, smaller places from the countryside, towns smaller than Xiangyang. So yeah, I'm sure it's quite the mix. I know when I was a teacher in Wuhan at a university, I had a number of students from this place, and not many of them had aspirations to finish uni and come back here. They all wanted to go find work where there's more money at, which is pretty universal. Much like we saw in Wuhan, you've got these old kind of 80s style apartments, and then booyah, big new boys. It's gonna be more of them, less of them as time goes by. Well, I've ordered some dinner. Sweet and sour pork and some eggplant at the least friendly restaurant in Xiangyang. But it's my kind of place, not too bustling and busy. Hopefully they've got cold beer, but that fridge doesn't look to be on. Restaurant also has a cat. Sweet and sour pork, some very oily cooked eggplant, which is great. Cold beer. Winner, winner, Chinese dinner. Well, 49 kwai for my dinner, which is about $7. More than I'm used to paying. Being a cheapskate, I usually just go a bowl of fried rice or something, which is, I don't know, 10. My noodles today was 16 because I got beef. But that was a big plate of pork and a lot of eggplant plus a beer. I can't really complain. I am absolutely stuffed. I didn't even have any rice because I was too full. Now it's nighttime now, so let's go see if my comment about China looking better at night holds true. I figure we go down to the riverside and see what the old city looks like at nighttime. There it is, folks, across the river. The site of the ancient city walls. I would have imagined the Mongols, when they were sitting on this side of the river trying to get in there, were probably looking at campfires rather than neon lights, but yeah. And there's the bridge. You can see the bridge. Across the river is kind of lit up in blue. And the riverside apartments are all lit up in neon lights as well. Kind of looks better at night, doesn't it? It's different. If you like neon lights, it's certainly a good place for you. You got cruise ship over there getting ready to go in the river. It is just kicking off. But yeah, dude doing exercise. There's some old ladies over there doing some dancing. It's all going on at night time. Now all these people out here singing, we've gone past at least 3 groups. They're not busking. They buy their own like karaoke gear, speaker, microphone, and like a little stand for their phone to put the lyrics on. They just want to come out and sing. People like to come out at night. They don't really want to just sit home in front of the TV. It's just a thing. Dancing, singing, walking, running, doing yoga, whatever it is, fishing. Yeah, people don't like being at home, especially at night. They'd rather stay home during the day, especially during the hot weather, and then come out when it's less kind of oppressive. Xiangyang also has what we in New Zealand would call boy races. Oh, 今天下雨吧？
今天有雨，明天跟后天晴了。下雨。
下雨哦。